Okay, y'all. Good morning. Um, Dolli Mama here, and moving slow this morning, fighting a headache and other aches. My knees are flared up, so I'll definitely be soaking today in hot Epsom salt, and not necessarily hot, but a nice Epsom salt soak. Baby is tied up over there. I don't know how, since this is on selfie mode. I don't know if it even reaches far enough when I turn it like this to pick her up as footage. Got my honey and hibiscus tea this morning. Hibiscus is supposed to be good to help high blood pressure. I do as much natural, um, supplements and remedies as possible, like the Epsom salt. I want to avoid knee surgery. I've had one injection some years ago for pain. I don't know if it was cortisone or what, but it helped. They said I might eventually need surgery. Well, again, that was years ago. And sipping the tea and getting ready to cut contents out of a box of a trolley get up gizmo I ordered off Amazon.com. My daughter got one, as well as she got the Nostalgia breakfast bar, red. I got my red when it came a week or so ago. I still haven't used it. I've got it out of the box, but this DIY, do-it-yourself project I'm working on is literally piece mode, sometimes piece by piece, amidst just living daily chaos, because Richard and I have a small, not really a duplex apart. We're in a duplex unit. We're in a triplex unit. We're in a little building with three little one-bedroom apartments, but there are also some duplexes out there as well as even a few bigger, like three-bedroom, I think, apartments, units, if I'm not mistaken. Faith Properties, FAITH, owns the units we're renting in, as a family. This project is in Plan B. Plan A, my dream was to get a container, modify it, turn it into an L, or what do they call those things? B&B, Airbnb, maybe make some income. But you gotta have your own property to do that. And we couldn't find anything yet we could afford to buy. So we're renting a lot that's basically like an RV lot, because we're on a property where the owner prefers long term instead of transit people coming and going. So I'm gonna be here a while, at least completing eventually modification on Dolly there. The contractor I originally hired had a reputation and a track record for being an artiste. Todd Snyder, and this is kind of tribute to him because he he and his wife Sherry helped me, did my floor plan and everything, and of course we paid him. We gave him $10,000 cash down to start the work. In the first 5 months after signing the contract with him and giving them a deposit, Todd managed to move Dolly in her raw form. I can't remember, 2 or 3 times, while he was also very, very busy doing a lot of other projects, and I think even completing their final move from Abilene, Texas, I think is where they were, Back to this area. They eventually settled in Kerrville. They were out here in this area for a while. Matter of fact, they had their beautiful boho, big giant tiny home, big giant tiny home that he built. It's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. It was showcased on HGTV, which I've not become a fan of watching that, but I did see that particular video where he was on there. He and his wife, and they showcased the bohemian. She calls it bohemian home or something, boho for short. And so they were here for a while. When he first picked up my raw used shipping container, I think they still had the boho here for sure. They were, I think, resettling in Kerrville, and gave them our down payment deposit June 2021. November, he finally got to start cutting holes. Not this hole back here. I think the final guys that came in and actually finished the work. I think they cut that in so that they could put that used small window unit air condition in there to get some circulation going. But Todd had managed to cut in my small window on the side to my right, and then my two large window holes to the left side of Dolly. That's as far as he got. He got sick. He got COVID. He never came back. Since that was November when he cut the holes out, it was in Kerrville on their workshop slash home area. They were renting, I guess, living there and working there. They got blessed with a really beautiful area right near the river, waterfalls, and all that dam or whatever. So anyway, that's wonderful for them. I'm happy for them. Unfortunately, of course, I'm heartbroken because he didn't make it back. So I feel like my grief, obviously, I've had so much grief in the past couple of years, has been the kind of grief where I just haven't been able to really experience it or whatever, process it per se. Just keep on stepping. Put the grief aside, put it aside. So my loss is part of the human condition. I understand that we grieve over losses and hopefully work through the grief in healthy ways. The losses in this case, which had already had some deaths that I just plowed through. Matter of fact, November, he got sick, and we found out. I got a call day after Thanksgiving, I think. My nephew, who was kind of slashed my son for a year. I had legal custody of him back in Illinois this so long ago when he and my son, they were all still kids. My son's 6 months older than my nephew, and they considered themselves brothers, especially the year I got custody of them while my sister, their mother, was extremely, we'll just say, ill. And she lost custody of her kids for 5 years. I was able to have the three of them, for almost a year. And unfortunately, the guy I was married to, I found out was a crack addict, chronically relapsing. And in one of his relapses, I had to let the 3 children go because it was like overnight. I went from having my 2 kids to suddenly having 5 kids, and then realizing, oh my God, I'm married to a crack addict out there binging. He relapsed. Anyway, so that nephew slash son, 6 months younger than my biological son, was dead. He made 44, October 27th, and he was dead November 26th. So he lived almost 30 days after his last birthday. And they concluded after doing all their toxicology or whatever, it was some of that, oh God, my brain is tired. You know, the stuff that they're putting um, on the joints. They said one drop or what, they don't take much, it kills you. Well, they concluded that's how he died. Took a hit, took a drop onto the floor, was never revived. He was with one or two guys who apparently were afraid. By the time they called 911, whatever, they said he might have been able to have been saved had these guys moved swifter, more swiftly. Anyway, so that was November, and then around the same time, Todd got sick, went into the hospital. By January, he was dead. And since he cut the holes into Dolly here in November, December 27th, my birthday, and Christmas, I was doing the best I could to seal up windows, put up like double pane glass, but instead of glass, I had plastic. I have a huge, gigantic roll of plastic that's I've had for many, many years, rolling off of, using here and there, and it's really come in handy. I remember when my son Diego and I, he was what, 15, 16? I don't know. We were living in San Antonio. I think I saw an ad, something like Craigslist, something, I don't know, big giant flea market or garage sale. They had a roll of plastic for like $10. I went and got it. I'm still using off of it. Okay, baby, I'm gonna get you out of that. I don't like that. And I didn't see you do number 2 this morning. I only saw you do number 1. So anyway, I'm going to get ready to turn this off for a minute. And when I turn it back on, I'll have it off mode, selfie mode, and on regular mode. I might even go get the tripod and try and set this up to catch this project I'll be doing. Just like I took that 19.9 gallon hot water heater out of the car, basically by removing the box around it. That's what I'm about to do to this item I ordered. And it's a trolley I'll have to assemble and put together so I can put my beautiful breakfast bar on top of it and whatever else. So for now, I'm already getting hot too in my pajamas, my jammies, my PJs. I don't know if I can get a shot of myself. If I step over here, oh gosh, I can't get enough of a selfie. That's good stuff.